what's up everybody? Christiana Mall here from Lunar Power. Hope everybody's having a really good day today. Today we're going to be talking about bad days. Sometimes, isn't it funny how you think you're doing everything right? Working out, you're eating well, you have a really good day yesterday, and then today, not the best. You can't pay your bills, you get in a car accident, you break up with your significant other, your kids are crying, you lost your wallet, everybody was late to work, you had a really rough shift, you had to stay late. These things happen, but we have to figure out a way to work through those things. So they don't, for one, rattle us too much, and for two, learn from that experience, and as my 10-year-old would say, learn your lesson. So, and I told him today, so many people, they go through the same things over and over, where the universe is trying to teach us the same lessons, and we keep repeating the same cycles. But it's so important just to look at those. It's so amazing when you really learn your lesson, and once you do, sometimes those experiences just stop happening because that energy is not there anymore. Okay, so just so you know, I mean, it kind of sounds obvious to say, but like, everybody has bad days. It is okay. You're human. It is normal. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be angry. You're human. Those are human emotions. So just wanted to say that as a disclaimer. It doesn't make you stronger to hide your feelings. In fact, it's actually, to me, a weakness when you can't share what's on your mind, because it takes strength to be like your authentic self and who you completely 100% are and live in your truth. That's hard, actually. So cheers to you if you're getting out there and being real, and just living your best life for you. Okay. All right, so I have a few things I wanted to say. I had 6 ways you can learn from your bad days. So step number 1 is don't resist the situation. Just energetically, if you put up these blocks where you're resisting what's going on, take for example, you have to get your blood drawn. The more you tense up, it's going to make it worse. Just in general, a lot of physical things, when you tense yourself up, it's going to make the situation hurt more. So when you keep resisting and trying to push something away that's supposed to be there in your life for whatever reason, it's just going to increase your attention to it, and that's going to increase your energy, and you're going to attract more of that into your life. So where your attention goes, your energy flows. So if something is happening, just embrace the situation the best that you can. Know that there's a purpose and a reason for this coming into your life, and it's okay. It will be okay. Some of the worst situations have really brought about the most change in us. So maybe it's not ideal for you at that particular time to run out of money or realize you need to get a second job. But maybe that second job is something eventually, 2 years down the line, you're so thankful that you got it because it really led you to your passion, or it led you to your soulmate, or it led you to discover all these wonderful things about yourself. Or the second job was like something that allowed you to really grow and develop into a career. So, this is Izzy, by the way. She's forever in my bed. Anyway, so don't resist the situation. The more you realize that it's in your life for a reason, and it's going to be okay, it will pass, the less tenseness and the less resistance that we're going to have towards that situation. Step 2, feel your feelings. Feel your feelings. So kind of like what I talked about before is that you want to just completely be you. And if in that moment you have to cry, if in that moment you're angry, of course, don't be disrespectful to someone, but you have to be authentically yourself. You don't want the highs to be too high and the lows to be too low. You want that eventually to even itself out where the roller coaster is not so big. That's always going to be our goal when we're struggling with anxiety and depression. But when you suppress your feelings, they're just going to bubble up, and when they bubble back up, they're going to be much bigger. So it's best to just address the situation, address your feelings, and just be true to yourself when you do have those feelings. You might not want to share it with the whole world that you're angry or sad or something at that moment, but you really just do have to acknowledge it and not just suppress your emotions, because the more you do that, the more it's going to build up and cause a lot of tension in your body, and we just need to just release it, let it go, acknowledge that it's there, learn what we can, move on. Okay. Analyze the situation, create an action plan, and figure out what your lessons are. So basically we're going to take like a business approach to life in some aspects. So you're just going to look at the situation, analyze what you can, not for too long, or you'll probably drive yourself crazy. Some situations, of course, are going to be more complicated than others, obviously. But yeah, so analyze the situation and look at what lessons you can learn from it. Once you've done that, make yourself an action plan, just like we do in business. These are the things that I need to accomplish so that this doesn't happen again. So if you're in particularly maybe a financial situation, what are some things I can do to cut costs? What are my goals for my budget? There are certain things that you can place on the action plan and make yourself a list so you can cross it off and feel better that you've accomplished it. And then also just having a plan written down, you can start holding yourself accountable to that plan, and then you're going to be less likely to repeat that cycle again. So let's say you're running out of money every month, you need a way to tighten your bills, so make an action plan. Would be to reduce whatever bills I can. Maybe it would be to reduce your food cost, maybe using coupons, or maybe it's getting a second job as part of your plan. Maybe part of your plan is kind of just eliminating like little things that you buy every day, like maybe you get Starbucks every day, so you're gonna just get a coffee at home instead. So there's lots of action plans and things that you can put in place so that you're not in that situation again. But again, learn your lesson from the situation, and then you don't have to repeat it again, because the universe loves to do that. All right. Step number 4, reach out to other people when you need it. I am definitely not an expert in everything, and 10 to 1, neither are you. So in my life, I've kind of hesitated to ask for help because I have a lot of pride, for one. I'm very independent, for 2. I'm very anal, for 3. And then for 4, I like to just learn things on my own. I really learn really well that way. But sometimes it's really good to just reach out to someone else that's really good at what they do, that's really passionate about what they do. So it could be you're looking for new recipes, and there's another mom that's really good at making recipes, that's really passionate about that, and makes these great lunches for her kids. Like, that's something that you can learn. Maybe you want to learn, let's see, how to work out, or you want to know more about nutrition, and you have a friend that's really freaking passionate about that and loves that. Like, that's an opportunity to really dig in and learn about what makes them happy, what lights their soul on fire. So when you reach out to other people for information, maybe it's just for support, that's really just a great way to deal with your bad days. No, do not emotionally dump on them. Take ownership of the situation, fix what you can. But, when you do need help, when you do need support, it's okay to lean on other people, and hopefully they'll do the same and give you that opportunity to give back to them. Number 5, take care of yourself on bad days. This is really important because if you start eating really bad and you lay in bed all day, it's going to make the situation much worse. So get out there, put your shoes on, at least your running shoes on, put on an outfit to work out in, at least commit to that. Back in the day when I started running, probably 10, 11 years ago, I would go through spurts of running for maybe a month or two, and then I would stop. And once you stop running, if you know and you're a runner, it's hard to get back and you feel like you're starting at square one. So sometimes I would just commit to putting on my shoes, and by that time it would be like, okay, well, since I got ready, got dressed, I might as well at least go outside. By the time you go outside, you want to run. So at least commit to putting on your shoes and getting dressed for a workout. And then, even if you work out one time a week, if you work out for 10 minutes, just acknowledge that you did more than you did yesterday. And that's okay. And that's great. That's improvement. So don't just look at it and say, oh my God, I worked out for 10 minutes. I should be working out for an hour, like 5 times a week, things of that nature, and beating yourself up. Just get out there, try and do something that's better than you did yesterday. And just in terms of exercise, it's just really good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health, and it's going to help you to realize that you're really capable of way more than you realize, way more than you can intellectually understand. Your body is amazing, your spirit is amazing, and exercising is really going to help you just to quiet your mind down. So on a bad day, sometimes you might feel like laying in bed and eating like a big thing of ice cream, but that's really not going to help. Eat foods that are good for you, high vibrational foods, meaning fruits, vegetables, things that come from the earth. Plant-based foods, if you're eating a lot of animal products and processed foods and french fries and fried things, you're not going to feel as good. So eating those high vibrational foods are really going to help your mood and help you just cope with the everyday things. So that's not just on a bad day, that's every day. All right. And the last thing, I say the best for last. Be thankful. Oh my goodness. Every day when I wake up now, and it's a practice, like you have to keep doing it over and over every day until it just becomes a habit, is be grateful. And oh my gosh, we have so much to be grateful for. The fact that I have a house, the fact that I have children, the fact that my health is good, the fact that I have an opportunity to share with you guys, the fact that I got up this morning. You could go on and on and on and on and on, and those are not little things, because if you look at the whole span of the world, not that you should compare yourself to other people, but those are not just givens. And just taking those little things and being grateful for them, it's just priceless, because then you start to change your mood from being angry or mad about the situation to that of love and gratitude. And like I said, we do have so many things to be grateful for, and that's really going to help to flip your mood. Sometimes I know when my kids are grumpy, I'm just like, okay, well, name me, or they think that something's unfair. Like, well, name me 10 things that you're thankful for. And by the time they get down the list, they feel so much better, because, we have food, we have water, I have a good job. There's so many things and so many people in my life that I can be thankful for. So on your bad days, even though those things are happening, they're temporary, and the good things are temporary too. So be thankful for them before they're over. One of my biggest life lessons actually was just being happy and grateful for the teeny little things. um, I used to work at a coffee house, and the general manager there, he would get excited and like geeked out about the littlest things, like the way water would pour out of a blender pitcher, and he thought it was just like so cool. And at first I didn't get it, and then I realized, wow, like when you start looking at things like in the lens of maybe like a child almost, and you start just seeing the little things, how cool they are, and how appreciative you are of the little things, like maybe a leaf or a flower, then the big things are like ginormous. Um, so when you can just be appreciative, even on those bad days, it's gonna make your day a lot better. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you learned something today. I hope you can embrace your bad days. I just put it in quotation marks because, like, I don't really see the bad days as that bad. They kind of just are like little highlighter marks on the things that we need to work on. And I had one of those kind of bad days today. I don't want to say bad. I just had a day where, you know, I realized the things that I was doing wrong. And now I've created some plans to move forward and do better. All right, guys, thank you for sharing your time with me. Much appreciated. Namaste. Have a great day. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.